Good morning and welcome to Moopsy in the Morning for January the 16th, 2024. Yeah, I can say those hard words. And I'm Mom, and this is Loki, and Fifi's sleeping behind us, and I heard another bloop. Somebody's here. Kris is here. Good morning, Kris.
Morning.
How are you today?
I'm okay. Just chilling mostly.
Well, I wanted to thank you for sending some of your snow over to us because I woke up this morning and there's about an inch of fresh powder all over everything. And the dogs went out and went, ooh, new snow. Oh, but it's still cold.
Well, I don't think I've sent it, but...
Didn't you have snow there?
Abundance of snow.
So it must have come from you. Because it doesn't come from the local people. They're like, ew, snow. We're too far south for snow down here. And it's like 5 miles south of the divider between where we tend to get a lot of snow and we don't get snow. So yeah, every now and then we're going to get snow. Sometimes a couple times every other year. We'll get 9-10 inches of snow. It just doesn't last very long, maybe a week.
Well, I don't think it lasts very long here either. It tends to be a very brief period of snowing here.
Yeah. It stays cold. This is the worst cold we've had since I've moved down here. It was 5 below zero at its worst yesterday. It's all the way up to 6 today. Not 6 below zero, just 6. And snow ending today, and then no more snow for at least 2 weeks. Probably no rain for 2 weeks. But as of tomorrow, it'll be back up into the low 30s. So what little we've got will kind of melt. And the dogs will be happy until... Oh, looks like the dogs are going to be happy for a couple of weeks. So...
Oh?
Yes, we've got Saturday's last cold day, and then it pops back up as high as 50 next week. Which is slightly higher than normal here, but not atypical. It's the big difference on not having a gigantic body of water sitting next to you. If Indianapolis was at the same latitude, but we had the Great Lakes down here, we'd have completely different weather patterns. So the Great Lakes are, well, your boyfriend I know should be aware of them. I just don't know how often you get over here. I think it's 5 lakes that were dug out by the glaciers repeating themselves over a period of time. And they're freshwater lakes, but they're big enough to affect weather patterns. Just because once the summer gets here and that water gets warm, it creates a lot of storms. When it gets cold and it stays cold, and it really does affect the way the weather moves. But what's interesting is we're sitting right next to Lake Michigan when I was living in Chicago. But because the way the winds tend to come from west to east, we get very little snow directly because of the lake versus the other side of the lake where I grew up, where lake effect snow, where the wind is just blowing across the lake and freezing the moisture from the lake as it's evaporating and dumping it. So having 2 feet of snow on the ground there overnight was not unheard of.
Mm-hmm. Does it look like frozen clouds above the lake?
It's not that bad. I mean, all clouds technically are frozen clouds if you want to get really picky during the winter. But, yeah, on occasion you'll get that. It's just not very often. It's just...
I think it's just been now, because that's how my boyfriend described how it looked like.
Oh, yeah, this time of year.
Like hovering clouds that are frozen above the lake.
Yep. At this time of year, yeah. When the lake gets frozen or gets super cold, it's just gloomy over the lake. It's rare to see a nice sunny day over Lake Michigan during the winter. It does happen, but it's rare. And it's painful when it does, because it reflects the light off of the snow that's fallen.
Oh, yeah.
It triggers the worst migraines for me. Sunny, snowy days, I just call in sick because I'm going to be good for nothing. Unless they let me sit downstairs in one of the rooms that's completely dark where I can just work. Which, weirdly enough, is very strange for them, but very accommodating. I do some of the social media and graphics designs, and I have that all on an external hard drive. Excuse me 1 second. And they let me have a room in the back of the building where I can just sit in the near dark and work on that stuff, which is really good when it's a bright sunny day and my migraines are going to start up. They're like, yes, you can go downstairs, go do your thing. Good morning, Wolfie. Like the dancing dino there. Love the happy cup of coffee. Oh, speaking of cups of coffee, if anybody's on the lookout for some cute cups, Board King put together a Strike Group Armada logo, which we used once, and put it on a bunch of coffee cups and latte cups and all that stuff, and those are available on Zazzle. So if you check out our self-promotion channel in the Twitch channel, you'll see some stuff there. He's got some calendars and other stuff. He's having a really tough time financially, so if anyone is in need of coffee cups that can help him out, there you go. And I ordered the big coffee cups, and then I'm kicking myself because I didn't go look through everything. Apparently he's got latte cups too, and I don't have any latte cups.
Oh, you mean the tall ones?
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
Those are really
not
cute.
very common in any of the when you have merch and something. They're not common.
Well, Zazzle is like Teespring, which is they don't make things ahead of time. You go in, and what they've done is they've shown you different things that people might like, and they make them to order. And I just assumed he just did coffee mugs, and had I realized there was latte cups there, nice, because I use latte cups. Yeah, because I use them for things other than coffee. Of course, I use my coffee cups for things other than coffee, because as I said last night, I don't have any bowls. So therefore, oatmeal, cereal, and occasionally soup gets eaten out of either my big plastic mixing bowls or out of my coffee cups.
Oh.
It's inelegant. Once I get in the house, I will, once I can afford it, splurge and get some bowls to match my good china. My china is no longer made, so you can buy it from places that buy it from estates that have closed. And finding a set of 8 of them, I thought would be like, well, it used to be my plates were $100 and some each. So I'm thinking the bowls would be the same, but because they're old and discontinued, they're like $25 each. Which is horrible. I mean, a set of bowls is $200, but it's a lot better than $800.
Right.
Did he put Stay Awesome on the bottom of the logo? Holy moly, I didn't even notice that. Hang on a second. Now I have to go look. Oh my god, it says Stay Awesome at the bottom. Okay, that is way too cute. I didn't even see that, Wolfie. Oh, I so need to go buy more things. He does have soup bowls, though. You know, I can slowly sneak them into the office because we're allowed to bring our own things in there. My boss is an amazing person, but everything is very uniform. We all have the same plates. We all have the same cups. And if you want to bring your own stuff, you have to keep it in a separate cabinet so it doesn't contaminate. We're not allowed to put up artwork. We're not allowed to put up pictures. Yeah.
That sucks.
It does. It's the only thing I dislike about my office is no personal stuff. I can have flowers on my desk, or I have a little Christmas decoration that one of the other people gave me. Because my desk is up in the reception area. No, I'm not a receptionist, but that's where my desk is. I suspect they thought I was going to be a receptionist, and that just doesn't happen. The phone's ringing. I'm away from my desk. If you happen to be walking by, you pick it up. You answer. You transfer the calls. I've got other stuff to do.
Mm.
Anyway, so today I have got Polaron damage. I've got Tetrion damage. And then I've got Defeat Zenkethi on the ground, which I think I'm going to leave for this afternoon because this tune hasn't done Draenor Beach Assault.
Ew.
So I think I'll do that when I get home from work. Because I know everybody wants to do Draenor Beach Assault today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so. I don't know. It should be kicked out of the queue.
Oh, it's not that bad. I mean, if you really don't want to play it, I skip that one sometimes. There's a couple I'll just skip. It's not worth it for me. The new stuff is coming up a week from today. Yeah, a week from today.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to wind up trying to get my house appraisal done next Tuesday so I can be there in the morning, get that done, and then come back and play the game. So
I expect some announcement about what's coming. Well, the lockbox.
Oh, is there going to be a lockbox with it?
Yeah, they said there's going to be a lockbox with a ship based on Picard Season 3, so my guess is Duderstadt is coming the Intrepid.
Okay. Well, I have 12 of the R&D lockboxes left, so I will open those up when that comes out.
Oh, there's going to be a lockbox, not an R&D box.
Oh, it's that kind of lockbox. I have 120 keys. I could open it up.
Well then,
Could do an opening
you'll
party.
have a chance.
I was thinking about doing a fleet party on the 27th, so that would fit in with that. We can play the new games and all that. But tonight I was thinking for anyone who has not done Terran Gambit, complete that up for everybody. I've got a few tunes who could have some assistance, and we could run through it and get those done, and get caught up on Kings and Queens for folks, and get all that done getting up to next Tuesday. So anybody who has not completed those, and Terran Gambit, the last two, the ground portions, can get tough. Even if you're just playing it on simple, there's a lot of frustration involved. So I'm thinking if we team up, we could play it on awesome. Ooh, not advanced anymore. It's on awesome. There's normal, awesome, and elite. But we could even run it on elite with lower level tunes, and people can get through that stuff, and we'll just try and get all of it done.
There.
And also then for folks who have already done, what's the last one? Taken by Surprise, is that the one? Yeah, Taken by Surprise is going to be part of the dailies. And if you're like me and you're trying to do the 20-hour cooldown, doing Taken by Surprise but don't turn it in lets you turn it in for the event. Whenever you're ready, just wait till that 20-hour cooldown hits and turn it in. So queuing these up and getting them done should be fun. And then next Tuesday, well, I can't figure out why I can't talk this morning. Next Tuesday, we will run through the mission. I am going to try and be home early enough to do it before the evening show. Because honestly, I love you guys, but even if we say we're all going to be quiet and let the dialogue run, we all wind up talking and racing through everything. So I'm going to play it on my own. So there, yeah. Let's see, I've got to show my pets going here. Let's see who's got pets going. Oh my goodness! That is a happy doggo. That is one happy doggo.
He absolutely adores the snow.
Oh,
as
yeah.
shown on the pictures.
My last
He's a puppy then.
My last dog was a big fluffer, and he would go out, jump up onto the picnic table we had in the backyard, covered with snow, cuddle up there, wrap his feet underneath him, put his tail over his nose, and he'd be happy to stay out there for hours. And we'd go out with his leash and have to walk around, try and put the leash on him, take him back in, and he'd be like, when you go back out, but you're shaking and you're cold, but it's so nice out here. And if we weren't careful to shut the back door...
Cold. His undercoat is so thick that he can lie on the snow, and he's steaming. You can see him steam the heat off his body, so warmed up. That
was the same way with Errol. He was just a heat generator, and he had the double coat, which was really fun twice a year when it would start to shed, and there would just be these massive clumps of Errol falling out of him.
Oh, look, that's just us right now.
So I would give him
It got a bit colder, so I think he's additional shedding as commands or something. I can't keep up. My vacuum can't keep up.
No. Yeah, I bought a dog quality vacuum for my former acquaintance, and when he went to prison, I had to take care of all of his stuff, so I took on his vacuum cleaner because it was better than mine for sucking up dog hair. It wouldn't have kept up with Errol, but it definitely keeps up with these two.
Yep.
Alright, let's do some damage here. I've got Polaron damage in space. I've got Tetrion damage in space. And I'm going to switch over to a tune who's got some...
I heard very easy stuff that I've done just before, so I'm free to do anything.
Good. Let me grab my Jem'Hadar. He's got a ship that's got Polaron toys on it.
Oh dear lord, this ship could use some facelifting.
This ship
the Imperial template of the Sovereign class, the fleet variant, with that reinforced neck and all that. Ah, it looks so old. The polygons are so visible.
Oh my gosh.
Almost rectangular. Doesn't look good. I mean, from close up. If you look at it from the distance, it's fine. But oh my god, does it look bad from the close up?
Wolfie, I was gonna send you an invitation, then you went away. Wolfie was here, now she's gone. I will wait for Wolfie to come back since she wants to join us.
I mean, she just posted an X in the chat.
Maybe she decided to change ships or something. We'll give her a minute to come on back.
Can you guess what I'm flying from the silhouette?
Is that a Borg Juggernaut?
Nope.
What? Hang on a second. Let me take a look at that one. I have no idea. What is it?
It's a Quajan assault vessel.
Oh!
Good morning.
Good morning, Ed. That is the weirdest silhouette. Looking at it with my blurry vision, it almost looks like a kitty cat lying down. You know, the two little bumps towards the right-hand side are the ears, and the big extension is the tail.
I used to hear people call it the chicken wing.
Yeah, but I like the kitty cat better.
Well, it does have a kitty cat bed inside of the cockpit, if you look close.
And how are you this morning, Id?
Yeah, it's bookship. That's correct. MC.
Yes, going to a series I haven't seen. Come on. That's from Discovery, right?
Yeah, that's from Discovery in the 32nd century.
Right.
I say when season 5 is said and done, give it a go. Watch, do a quick binge watch of it just to.
So I can speak the language.
I think that season 3 is probably the best one.
It's like those people who are strictly and steadfastly atheist who will sit down and actually read the Bible.
Oh yeah,
cover to cover.
Honestly, the best way to be an atheist is to read the Bible.
Right? Exactly.
Yep.
It's like Frost. It's like you read the Book of Mormon and you go, "Oh yeah, no."
No. Yeah, that's really true. Chosen, good morning. How are you doing today? So my son, I don't know what he is. I think he's a Taoist, but somebody gave him the Book of Mormon, so he's got that. He's got some acquaintances who are Tibetan monks, I believe. So hang on, I've got it right here. There's something. So they gave him a fair number of books as part of their proselytizing, and he read them through and handed them off to me. And I was reading one at work the other day, The Journey of Self-Discovery, and a coworker walked in and said, "Oh, you're reading that?" I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "I'm on page 281. Where are you?" And I'm like, "Holy moly, these guys get around."
Yeah. Heck, I've got a copy of the Book of Mormon right here, and the Holy Bible, which actually still has my copy of my what's what I'm looking for?
Certificate
of
confirmation? Baptism?
No, it's my license from the Universal Life Church for being ordained.
You're ordained in the Universal Life Church?
Yeah.
I am talking with somebody who, I don't know if they were entirely joking or whatever, but asked if I could participate in their wedding, and I jokingly suggested that I get ordained in the Universal Life Church so I could marry them.
Yeah.
And he's contemplating it, and I'm like, you might want to ask your girlfriend before you make that decision.
Yeah. This is just a printout. I didn't ever get around to buying the fancy one, but yeah. And a member in good standing since September, was it 26th of 2003?
Wow. When my niece got married, her mother was dying, and so they decided not to do the whole fancy shebang because, time was kind of the essence. And their friend got his license same way, and then flew in from Las Vegas to do the ceremony, which basically boiled down to 15 seconds of do you, I proclaim you two married, and the party started.
Yep.
Best wedding ever.
Right, and then a little bit of filing of paperwork.
Yep.
Sign the document.
Yep. Great wedding.
If you really like, hand some cash over, or at least feed me.
This was his friend, but yeah, hey,
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do it as a side project for folks. Just make sure I'm legal here in good old Indiana, though they're very religious around here, which is kind of interesting. Not always in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, heck, even my Southern Baptist deacon of an uncle is like, nice job.
Oh, don't even make me start on the Baptists. My mom is a Baptist.
I think you've mentioned that before, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my uncle and his wife are missionaries. You can imagine how Thanksgiving goes.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But you were asking, how am I doing?
Yes.
It is currently 26 degrees, and it feels like 13.
Hey, it's still better than here at 6. And we had snow. From Kris, I'm sure. So Mar Hawkman says, if you really want to get really traditional, ceremony was optional, didn't even need a minister for the vows. This is true. I mean, the whole idea of these weddings that we have now is a relatively new thing. And you go back, a century or so, and it tended to be, for those without money, just kind of an exceptionally casual thing, i.e. you just started living together and everybody recognized it. Marriages, the marriage ceremony was more a social thing, so everyone in the community knew you two were together, and if you were lucky, there was a meal involved. Otherwise, it was just that, and if the priest ever came to town, you would let him know. So it would get into the records. Which is why it gets really interesting. My family had a genealogy done on the Swedish side that goes back to, I want to say, either 1300 or 1030. I can't remember where, because there are Bibles with all of the records going back that far. But there's no official state documentation. Oh, the Shrike from Star Trek Picard will be added to console today after maintenance. Congratulations, Chosen. I want a Shrike. Big time. I do. I want to get the Connie 3 for Mr. Dave first and then the Shrike for me second. So the odds of either of those happening are slim and none. But, one can hope. But I like the Shrike. It looks mean.
Yeah. That new anniversary ship is looking sweet.
I think so too. Some people are doing the meh or waiting on the specs, which the specs would be nice to see. I'm sure we'll see it in the next couple of days.
Yeah, because they still haven't told us what.
Side.
Yeah, they still haven't told us what the console's going to be.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be something that ties all of the Alliance ships together.
That's interesting. Mar Hawkman says the devs had way too much fun with the portal weapon on Shrike. Yes, indeed, that is an awesome weapon. I would actually pay cash money.
Much fun.
I would pay cash money for that. I wish they'd stop putting them in lockboxes, get rid of the whole gambling concept, or have that out there. Well, they might have to. It's not always legal. Not every.
Where is
it? Not legal in the EU. They're still doing it. They don't care.
Oh.
The game still has a German server, and they don't care.
Well, don't want them to get in trouble, but just let me have the option to pay cash for it. Put it out there in a bundle. That's fine. Put it out there in a lockbox. That's fine. But give me the option, though. That said, the Muds Disco Inferno Mega Bundle. Paul, there's stuff
a new one.
That's coming up. We'll have that one in a couple of weeks here.
Put this in lounge. So this is a new turn of events here. It's a quick video.
I can't watch it right now. What's
There's
gotcha?
a Tholian ship on the left side. In that mega bundle.
There's some cool stuff in there. Can you give us a synopsis? Because I don't want to watch this while I'm here.
Yeah, basically China has recently outlawed gamble boxes and other online incentives for games like first-time charge-up bonuses and things like that.
Okay, so In theory, it'll affect it. In reality, we'll see what happens.
They'll find a way.
Yeah, they usually do. Or they'll just ignore it, as Kris just said.
Yeah, like, that's probably why Perfect World sold, was because they saw the writing on the walls.
Yeah, well, that was a long time ago when Perfect World sold, wasn't it?
Yes, but, well, what, year and a half, 2 years?
Was that?
More than 2.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit more than 2. But you're right, you're probably right.
Alright, shall we pew something?
Yes, let's pew something. We got a team of 4. Anybody got a pew preference? I just need to do damage. I need to do 2 different ones, which I'm doing deliberately, so we have 2 excuses for pew. And it is Tuesday, and we all know what Tuesday is. It is the day that Mom goes over to the coffee shop. So we have a hard stop at 7 o'clock.
Dang it.
My endeavors today are the Universal, which...
Hey, Ed, I'm going to do that this afternoon when I get home if you want to join me.
If I'm not in Itzical, I will gladly join you.
Okay. Yeah, we did it yesterday, and I have to do Zenkethy on the ground, so I thought, well, that would be a good excuse for Janur Beach. Yeah. But we did do it yesterday, and making Kris do 2 ground things in 2 days is just cruel. We won't do that to Kris.
Personal endeavors. Green level, defeat 20 day 1 arthropods.
Yeah.
Yellow level, defeat 10 Borg ships. I can go do that on a red alert.
Yes.
And then red level is destroy 30 Tholian ships, which we could do another red alert.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're doing a ton of red alerts here. Oh no, the horror! Extra dilithium and fun stuff going super quick. Alright, let's just jump in and get some red alerts going here. Let's start with some... Oh, Mar Hawkman's logging in. Mar Hawkman, Kris did fine with the ground ground mission. It's just he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with surviving. It's just like I hate the control system. I just dislike the overall feel. I started playing Star Trek Online solely for the experience of flying a starship.
No worries. We can
I have
accommodate.
Enough experience in playing my classic Tomb Raider games.
We can accommodate these things. This is fine. So we're gonna do Borg red alerts until I have sufficient damage on this ship. And then we're going to switch over to doing Tholian red alerts on a different ship because I need to do Tetrion damage, which will go make me grab my Tetrion Avenger. And at some point, I'll start up doing all my ships. But now that's going to get pushed off. So do you dislike shooter mode or like shooter mode? Is the question.
Shooter mode comes in handy.
I dislike the shooter mode. I hate the alternatives.
Let's see. Can we? Yeah, we can. I will make this private here. How can you forget about that? Wolfie, how can you forget about Red Alert? Did you forget the whole event, Wolfie? I think you have till next week, which I don't think is quite enough time. It's how many is it? Is it no? It's 10. You don't have enough time to get it done in 1 week, or do you?
Red alert ends in 2 days, 8 hours.
Oh, you don't have enough time to get it done. Let's see. Let's do Red Alert Borgies to start. Private queue.
Yep. Private Q, where Q pretends to be Sherlock Holmes.
Q pretends to be Sherlock Holmes. Interesting.
Oh, look. It's a... Was that a Voth? No, wait. It's a Cyrus ship.
So much for Polaron damage.
Two Borgie ships.
You have to do those as the count counts.
3.
Oh no, we'd have to do it twice. What the horror? Wolfie, I'm so jealous that you've got time to work on videos. I no longer have time. Next 2 months are going to be crazy.
Still house hunting, or?
No, I am not still house hunting.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Guess what I bought yesterday? It's not huge, but it's perfect for me. It's got a lovely backyard that's fenced in. 5 minutes walk to one of the state parks. And it's a huge state park. It's got secret rooms, which is just amazing.
Secret rooms.
It has secret rooms, yes.
I'll bet. Like with secret entrances and all that.
Well, it's going to have more secret entrances, but it's hard to explain. But the top floor, the roof is steeply angled, so what they did is the last 3 feet, 4 feet to each side is too steeply angled to be a room because you'll smack your head on the ceiling. So they put up walls to, kind of separate it. Let me switch tunes here. I'm going to leave the team if somebody wants to invite me back when I get back. I'm going to go grab a different tune here. So the previous owners turned one side into a small hidden playroom for their kids. It's perfectly sized for little kids.
I've seen someone do something like that with making a dog house.
Well, it's going to be the dog house. That's going to be secret hidey room for the dogs. They did this. Yeah, and they did something similar under the staircase, so that's extra storage, hidey space. There's another room that's got hidden space at the back of it. Would somebody from that team, if you're still cute, thank you, Wolfie. Appreciate that.
I got all my board kills.
Okay, we're missing Mar Hawkman now. Yes, it's very Harry Potter-ish. Do we want to invite Mar Hawkman? Oh. Back.
Okay, have I lost an ability? I lost a trait. Where is it?
Okay, I've sent you an invitation there.
I got it. Haven't I accepted it?
What?
I'm there.
You're here, yeah. No, I was sending it off to Mar Hawkman. Good morning, Taz. How are you doing? So there's 4 hidey holes in this place. And I'm thinking, oh, the dogs are going to be just so happy. Did you get enough Borg ships?
I did, yes.
Okay, so that means we're going on to Tholian ships?
Yep.
Okie doke. Everybody ready to do some Tholian red alerts?
Sure.
Taz says, I found a free gambling device for everyone. Where did you find a free gambling device? Tell us about this. In Quark's Lucky... What? Where's their free gambling device? One that you can take home with you? Because I've got the gambling device, but I paid money for it. I'd go back and play Quark's Lucky 7 with all my tunes if I could get free gambling devices. When you play as Quark, he has a gambling device. When you use it, you leave mission and your tune has the buffer. Oh, you have it for 1 hour. Okay.
That doesn't count.
They are nice to have, I will say that.
They come from Lobi or something?
Yeah, I think it is a Lobi. What do I want? I don't need anything. We'll take some Dyson.
Well, that was 19 of the 30 I need.
Oh, we'll do it again then. Let's make sure Marhawkman's with us still. Marhawkman's with us still. Let's try that one again. Tholian Red Alert. Round 2. Oh, if you leave the mission at the part where you get Quark, you can just beam in and reapply to get the buff again. Sweet. So you just have to figure out where you are. I got 134 of my 150 Tetrion damage. So almost there. And good morning to everybody who has joined us this lovely morning. It is Tuesday. It is snowy. It's not quite as cold. Loki is still doing the I don't want to go out, I'll just stay inside and pee on the carpets thing, which we're explaining to her. Yeah, no, that's not happening. But
not for peeing.
Yeah, I pick her up, carry her outside so her feet don't get cold on the way there. And eventually she gets the idea we're staying out here till she pees or whatever. But yesterday the garbage compactor for the building failed for the townhouses here. It's the second time in 2 weeks that it's failed, and they think it's because of the cold. And then the valet trash service, who comes by, picks up the trash and hauls it out, called in because it was so cold they couldn't get their trucks to work yesterday. You can tell we're not used to having this kind of weather.
No.
And I did the, I'll just take everything to work and throw it out in the trash there. And then the building called up and said, oh, and, please set your thermostats at 65 because we're having pipes freeze already, especially for those of you on the exterior walls. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, these people really didn't build for cold.
Well, I think you're not in Russia. You've heard of what they have.
Yeah, I hope the people...
of minus 30 degrees Celsius.
I presume the people there knew how to build for, bad weather.
It's not about building, it's about maintenance. They basically... Autocracy has a tendency, everyone is trying just to steal for themselves, and they basically have refocused all of their efforts towards the war efforts, so they stopped doing maintenances and stuff on the infrastructure.
Yep.
So now, from January 14th until March, I think end of March, they will have periodical power switch offs scheduled in certain districts of Moscow.
Oh yeah.
Meaning people will have no electricity, they will have no means of heating themselves.
Oh yeah.
And they do get temperatures there like minus 30 Celsius.
I am very aware of this.
And I'm just wondering, at which stage do these people realize that it's like coming from the top? Like, I don't think they ever will, but it's just terrifying. Like, cities that what was the name of the city? I saw a report yesterday on TikTok. I forgot the name of it. Basically, like 1 million and something, a couple of thousand, above 1 million size city is completely cut off from energy and central heating. They have like maybe 6 degrees Celsius inside their homes.
Jeez.
So I can't even think about that.
Id, did you get your Tholians?
I did.
All right. Well, I think we're still teamed. We can't do patrols because we've got Marhawkman with us, who is on a Klingon tune, but we can do any TFO.
Sure.
Anybody have a preference?
I'm up for anything.
Marhawkman, did you want to do the Ilachi Red Alert? You said you liked that one, or we could do Guillotine. We could do. Well, Marhawkman, we have a team of 5. We can do anything we want to. If you want to do Hive, we can do Hive. Is that your preference? Or Red? You want us to do Lachi Red Alert? Let's do an Lachi Red Alert. I haven't done that this time around. Everybody ready?
Yeah, it's been... Sure.
There we go. Yeah. No, we got a team of 5, so there's no randoms.
The Lachi Red Alert
Actually,
is a
we could
bit
do
longer,
randoms.
isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm finding that
Oh,
with a
wow.
decent team, Tholian is the fastest.
Oh, yeah. Well, although I think Borg can be done very quickly.
It depends. Again, if you got the team, it works.
And that's my arthropods.
Oh, sweet. My Zenkethi will have to wait for this evening. I mean, I can do the 60 a different way, but I could do it when I get home. If it's starting to warm up, the dogs and I are going to take a brief walk when we get home, because they are so energetic. They just want to go play. And tomorrow, of course, is class day, so we're not going to play tomorrow. Speaking of, I am planning to go to class with weather permitting tomorrow. So no show tomorrow evening. What am I doing here?
I forgot.
Yeah, me too. Shooting things. I'll take my cue here from our Hawkman who's up here doing shooty stuff. Oh, there's things to shoot. Okay. I think we're trying to keep them from going to the explorer
Science
ships.
ships.
The science ships, right.
Yeah.
And disabling the
Oh, you're
space
the
gate.
Jem'Hadar ship.
Yeah, I like this Jemmy ship.
Yeah, Jem'Hadar ships have a very nice design. I do like the support carrier. It's massive, but
It is.
it's so much fun to fly. Then it gets the wingman and double hangar bays, which can host even the bug ships. It's really amazing to fly. And it's very resilient too, and still has a proper firepower.
Takes a licking and keeps on ticking, as we say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, now we have to disable the space gate. Okay, I'm gonna go up
Mark
to...
Hawkman actually inspired me to fly my Viridian Juggernaut. Not Viridian, I mean it's called Viridian, but it's the Emerald Juggernaut. Emerald Chain.
I have one of those. I've never opened it.
You haven't flown it? Oh my god.
I haven't opened it, yeah. I was opening boxes one day and it was there, but I have to go back and look and see where all my toys are. I've got ships, I've said this before, I've got so many ships I've never opened.
It's one of the coolest ships when it comes to like juggernauts. True,
Thank you, Id. I can't get
probably Strike Juggernaut is probably slightly more fun, but although I have to say, the Orion Juggernaut, the one I'm flying and Mark Hawkman is flying, is actually better because it has a battle cloak, which really helps. Strike only has a normal cloak.
How do we get the gate disabled?
Don't the ships do it?
I don't know, because Mark Hawkman's sitting up here and he's doing something, but I don't know what
and
he's
it has
doing.
the tentacles. That's true. It has this.
Oh, it's up here. There's a
programmable
disable
matter
space gate.
tentacles. Wait, do we have to go up there?
Yeah, there's a
I'm
prompt
so-
up here for
I don't
disable
know what
space
I'm
gate,
supposed
but it's not letting me do it because I'm probably too close.
Let me get there at the generator
Or
servo.
maybe it's just...
I guess Mark Hawkman is running on beams.
Don't know. You have to it constantly till the percentage goes down. So there's also 2 other places. Oh, okay. We're at 65, 69, 70, 76, 77,
We're in an ad break.
82.
I don't get any ads, but I think it depends on the region.
It does. You'll get ads here in the States. You won't necessarily get ads overseas.
Even though they did increase in quantity significantly.
Well, I have mine set for 3 minutes per hour of ads.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 minutes every 51 minutes. Because I hate it when things pop up on the hour. It's annoying.
Okay, we've done it. I don't know how we've done it, but we've done it.
Well, when we got up there and started doing the gate to disable it, then they stopped coming through.
Fair enough.
Yes, I saw where the science crews are on the arms. Is that where they are?
I think so.
Okay. Because I was just up at that center one. Alright, are we still teamed here?
Basically, we just protect those science teams from the incoming ships, so they can do their thing.
Okay, those were the other 2 points to interact where the speed up disabled. Mar Hawkman, you mentioned something about Hive. Did you want to do Hive Onslaught?
Ooh, Hive. God, I'm looking at it. Enterprise J, and I want it revamped now. I want this gossip to be cut to become reality.
We could do Hive Onslaught Elite.
Ooh, you're up for Elite, are you?
It would be interesting in this ship. Oh, he was hoping for Hive Ground, but it's too late. We're doing Hive Onslaught, but we'll just do Advanced just for snicks.
Oh God, Hive Ground on Rana.
Oh, Hive isn't bad. I mean, we do it on Elite a lot.
Got the shutters.
Always comes into a matter of well, it depends on your team. I think in a couple of weeks we're going to start doing some coordinated things in the evening, so we might do an evening of all Borg ground and things like that. But I'll let everybody know, so if it's not your thing, you can just come cheer us on if you're not going to necessarily play. This is the nerfed version.
Sure.
Definitely nerfed.
I can cheer. I definitely not take part. Oh God.
Oh goodness, I'm still collecting stuff. Amazing. And the ad is over. My community is back.
You know, when I heard that we're gonna get Alliance Rex, the name Rex kind of made me imagine something really, really amazingly big.
Yeah, you would think that, but it's for Dukan Rex.
Yeah, I didn't even make the connection until I
Neither
read
did
it
I.
yesterday on the blog. So I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be something big." I was like, "Cute! I want to see it." And
It
then
is cute, but it's definitely not big.
I don't like small ships generally. Quasion is the only one I can tolerate, but it's because it's fun and it morphs. That's all the morphing abilities.
It looks like a Jimmy Bug had a baby with the adamant.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were aiming for, definitely. It's the same thing for the battle cruiser that looks like someone just connected a typical Klingon ship with something Federation.
It's the love child between a
And the carrier
Dominion
was
ship.
just like Dardex having a baby with, I don't know, something Jem'Hadar, maybe?
Yep. I think
or
so.
like Federation.
Well, some of the Alliance ships have been really cool. I like the Kittimer Alliance. Don't blow up. That's a bad thing.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
Gee, thanks for letting me know.
Well, I mean,
It wasn't my fault. I just couldn't find the cursor to press.
Yeah.
it.
Oh, tell me about that.
It's too much clutter. I need a like.
They've removed some of the visual clutter too. That's amazing. That we'd never be able to see anything if they hadn't done what they
There's
did.
still too much of it. I mean, the icons that are above your shield status are far, like, they're enough. I don't need all the glowy thingy that goes all over the ship, all those statuses, icons circling around. There should be a mode where you can just disable it for visual clarity. Like when you're making a video or some sort of recording for whatever purposes, it's just
You
there's so
can.
much stuff you can't see stuff.
Yeah, but you can make your recordings and demo record. That'll remove everything from that. Alternately...
But doing that in the combat is not viable if you want to move the camera around.
Well,
Trying to make a path for the ship movement, it's just kind of difficult.
when you're in demo recording, you go to the playback, which is where you do the editing and do the camera movements. The heads-up display is gone.
Uh-oh, she's doing it again. No. Hate that feedback pulse. But now she's gonna be punished.
This is what happens when you do a feedback pulse on us.
Exactly.
You make us mad. You don't want to see us mad.
Well, thank goodness for being a sign, having the nucleonic beam.
Yes. I have
It's a
nothing on
blessing.
this tune for good toys like that.
Well, if you have an intel ship, you can have a subnucleonic carrier wave, which kind of nerfs it. But you have to time it right, and it takes a moment to launch, so it's not a safe
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, I kind of have to anticipate when she's going to do it. Woof, woof, woof.
Which
I hear woof, woof,
sometimes
woof.
she doesn't do it at all, so it's like, oops.
Depends on how mean you are when you get in there and how much damage you're dumping and how fast you're dumping it.
That's true, but I've seen it even with really overpowered groups that she didn't launch it at all.
Let's see, I got time for one slightly longer thing, but I don't have enough time for like a guillotine. So, what should we do? We got one left here. Any suggestions? Anybody need anything? Wolfie? No, we are not going to make Kris do ground. Instead, we're going to do that next week. I think Kris, or later this week, we'll do all ground Borgie stuff.
You would see me get out of that instance faster than you can say my full name in the game.
Yes, noping right out of it, right?
Oh, that will be a big fat nope. Cure ground, Jesus. If I
Cure
had
ground
access to
isn't
their
bad.
servers, it would probably be the first thing I would delete. If I got to their servers.
Oh, Wolfie,
No,
what-
actually, scratch that. Bug hunt would be the first thing I would delete. Ooh, the Klingon version of the universe class. You don't see them often.
Wolfie, what do you have? I mean, because we can at least start putting a dent in some things for you. Or okay,
I'm gonna
we
have
can
to
keep.
drop my
Okay.
my keyboard is malfunctioning due to the
Ooh.
weather.
Oh,
What? You're
Yeah.
like playing in the snow or something?
No, it's just bloody freaking cold and
Is it
My
that
keyboard.
cold?
yeah. For him, it's that cold.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've had keyboards lock up on me, especially the diaphragm ones. Destroy Herald ships. You're right. I don't have time to get that done.
No.
So Wolfie says, let's keep to red alerts. It, are you dropping?
yeah, I dropped already.
Okay, because you're still in
We
the
can do
private team.
Kittimer. Can we not do it in 5 minutes?
We can do Kittimer in 5 minutes. Hang on, Id's still in our private team, but he's...
That means
There he goes.
that
Okay, you're out now. Kittimer okay with everybody?
So cold that Wi-Fi stopped flying. Oh dear God.
Yeah. Alright, Kittimer Vortex with 4 of us.
Yeah, I think we can do it.
Oh yeah, we can do it. Not Kittimer Groundmar Hawkman, Kittimer Vortex.
I feel personally attacked with this.
Let's see if it sends us off.
Come on, game.
Hey, there we go. I would be really happy though if they'd stop doing quite so many events in 2024. Kind of would be nice to have weekends where I could just go do stuff, because I feel like I never have time to do the work I want to do.
Well, I just ignore half of the events.
I don't. I'm a completionist. It's just like, ugh, I have to do this. My other my other count is all ground stuff today, so I will wrap that up when I get home tonight. Oh, by the way, if you're joining us tonight at 7 o'clock for the show, we are going to focus on getting everybody done with Terran Gambit and getting up to speed with Kings and Queens. So if you've got that uncompleted on any tunes and you want to do it, we're going to do it as a team and just slam through them all. F through all the dialogue and see if we can't get a ton done tonight, Thursday and Friday, so everybody's ready when Tuesday rolls around. And I will not be here next Monday. I'm going to go to class. Somebody gave me tickets to a concert on Wednesday, which means I can't go to class on Wednesday. So I will go to class on Monday, be with you guys on Tuesday, and go see this concert. It's a string quartet.
Oh.
Yeah. Shostakovich, Dvorak, and Beethoven. Which is just like, ooh, for me. But I have an extra ticket if anybody's in Indianapolis, and wants to go to the concert with me. Next Wednesday night. Buy you dinner. Can have a good time.
Tempting, but I might not be around at the time.
Okay. Chuck, if you're out there and listening, and you want to go to a concert with me, we can do this again. There's a fellow Fleety who lives out here. And we've gone to a couple concerts. But after I moved here, I haven't talked to him since I permanently moved here in August. Since I suspect he plays other games. How dare he?
Rude.
Really?
Wait, there's other games?
Yeah, I know. That's what I said once.
It's just time management. I play other games now, so I still have time for STO.
I don't have time for anything besides this. The doggies moving. I'm going to go get those two over there because the probes are getting really close to the gateway. Come on, let me get over there. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get them.
Bye, Klingon.
There's two. Anybody else trying to get over here? Okay. On my way back. What piece of Shostakovich are they playing? I'm a big fan. I do have the thing, but it's downstairs. I don't know. Are you in the area, Cliff? Yeah, that's what I told my boss when he gave me the tickets. I'm like, oh, Shostakovich. And he goes, you like Shostakovich? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, I like the Beethoven better on this particular performance. As may be, but I love Shostakovich. I drag my son there, but he has to work.
Yeah, those Space Marines are taskmasters.
They are. Hey, Cliff, are you in the Indianapolis area? I've got a spare ticket. Oh, I was trying to figure out why we're going so slow. It's because we're down a person. And it does make a difference.
Need help?
No, I'm good. It takes a little bit longer. This is not a particularly well-powered ship. Ah, let's go get those probes.
Once dated a sister of battle. Always arguments.
Hey, I had a cosplay as a sister of battle once at Anime Central and walked around demanding everybody hail the Emperor. I think that was the year my son was dressed as a Space Marine. See if I can take this out. Well, so much for stopping dead at 7. We have a little bit of work left to do here.
She also cosplayed as a sister of Dathomir. She had a bit of a theme going.
Wow. So if we can get these guys here. this other side. That's broken up. Yay! Let's see. I've done. Oh God. The ghost from Hikaru no Go, Fujiwara no Sai. Guy from Vandred. I love Vandred. It's one of the few animes I
kept. That's the one about the board game like Go, right?
Yeah, they got me hooked on playing Go. I love Go. It's a great game. And you can be stupid and young and figure it out, and you can be old and mature and play it like an expert. It's really an interesting game.
Have you ever seen the anime Yakitaki Japan?
I have not.
Ooh, it's a good one.
I'll have to go watch it. I do love me my anime. Well, Cliff, it's just an airplane ticket away. I can pick you up at the airport. We'll go see the concert. I'll even buy you dinner, and I'll take you back to the airport. You pay for the airplane ticket. I'll do dinner and the concert.
There she is.
Indianapolis International, Taz. A very nice airport, I will have you know. Oh, she does not want to take damage, does she?
There you go. Sent you the name.
Why is she being so difficult?
I don't know.
Back to bed, Mr. Dave? Well, you rest well, my dear. Let me know about school and work. Need to hear about both of them.
I don't know why she's so stubborn. This isn't my weakest ship either, so...
This is not my best ship, but it's not my strongest one.
That should be
But she's taking a ton of damage. And nothing's happening. Our Hawkman's joining us over here. Can't remember if I did Ghost in the Machine. Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell. What was her name?
The Major?
Yeah, the Major. I think I did her as cosplay once. Not that it's really difficult cosplay. Oh, I did Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist too. And Sister Rose from Trinity Blood. That was a fun one. Oh, Sister Esther. I wasn't Sister Rose. I was Sister Esther. The ex-assassin turned nun.
My cosplays were never character focused. It was more like background characters.
Mine were never primaries. I mean, it's not like one is the Pope or anything.
Like one year I wore my my BDUs and was just a random guard.
There she goes.
Finally.
She took her time. Took time. We punched through the rest of the match faster than through her.
A couple of years, I would wear a nice, button-down shirt, loose tie, dress slacks, and a lab coat, emblazoned with Umbrella Corporation patches.
Oh yeah, yeah.
3,000 USD a ticket. Oof.
Well, yeah, but it's a good concert.
Oh, God.
You cannot put a price on spending an evening with Mom.
There you go. That's the right attitude.
And you can't put a price on a good art and music.
This is true. It's perfect. That was a toughie, Cliff. All right, I need to go get my coffee. I need to walk my dogs, not in that order. So I'm out of here. I will be back on at 7. If you have not done Terran Gambit or Kings and Queens to get you up to speed for next week, grab the tunes that need to do it. We'll team up, and we'll just get through that stuff. So everybody's set up for next time. So everyone, have a great day. I will talk to you later, and stay moopsome.
Moopsy.
Moopsy.